G2 Megatron, Core Class Optimus, and Core Class Shockwave. All three of them. So let's get started with Shockwave, because he's all the way over here. Here is with Voyager class, and they are obviously a little different. Shockwave here is G1 accurate with the greebles, and while he has the greebles, he's short and stumpy. The only accessory he comes with is this satellite dish thing that looks like an orange peel. So articulation, he's got a swivel head only. He cannot look up or down. He's got ball joints on his just about everything. Well, hinge here, but it's transformation. His arm can go all the way out. It's ball joint, and like that. And since on a ball joint, he just bends at a 90-degree angle and then just goes all around. The leg is up that far, goes back that far, goes out that far, and then, well, technically there's the knees like double jointed, but because there's the hinge, that's a transformation, but there is a ball joint, then it's exactly the same. And one major problem with mine is that when I go to move the legs, this little whole assembly just moves with it. That's a transformation. So here's Shockwave. Next is Soundwave. Let's transform Shockwave. So put the arms up like that. Here's these little things out. Then you untab it, and then you like move this whole part till this part comes out and the head hides away. Then you tab in the arms. There's tab holes, as you see, and you just tab in, but it's a bit annoying to do, sort of. Okay, and then this little tail part, hinge it down so it covers the head. So this is the problem. When I go to articulate the legs, it does that, but you actually want to do that this time. Then you put the legs forward. Then you put the legs in this way. You can probably hear the background, and it's because little brother's watching TV and the TV is kind of loud, so I apologize. Now Shockwave is the space thing that the Siege toy turns into with all the his armor, and then you put the orange peel right there. So here's Shockwave with the Siege one, and they are stylistically completely different. So let me take this off. As you can see, one's, well, obviously the size difference. Siege one is elongated, so it looks like a blaster or something, and the Core Class one is a little short and stumpy, which makes it a little cuter than the original. Is next, let's stick on the Decepticon train with Megatron, who I got for Christmas. He was in my stocking. So as you can see, he's G2 colors, the garish bright neon green and the purple and orange. So the only thing he comes with is for on his back, because it's supposed to mimic like the G1 cannon on his back, even though it's G2 Megatron, where he does not have that. So you take it off, and it's a little gun, which you could just put in his hand. So he's got dual blasters. Or you can get another Decepticon, like Soundwave right here, for example. Then you put it in Soundwave's hand, you can say, oh my god, Megatron transformed into a gun. So pretty much it. Let's put that back on. Also, it's got a 5mm port, so you can put it in someone's hand. So, since I'm off to the side here, here's Cliff Jumper holding the gun. So articulation is probably about the same as Shockwave, so full head swivel. Ball jointed arms, they go out that far. They go this far forward. They cannot go back at all. the elbow bends 90 degrees and then you could spin it around. He's got a thigh swivel. Waist swivel. I don't know why I have a problem calling waist swivels the wrong thing. So the leg can go out this far forward, it can go all the way back, can go all the way forward, better than a shit ton of Spider-Man toys. And at the knee, only 90 degrees, and then does the exact same thing as the elbow. Well, I guess it doesn't really count, but this wrist can hinge, swivel. Wrist can swivel, but that's part of transformation, and the fusion cannon can do the same thing, but it's transformation. Here he is next to Soundwave, and as you can see, Soundwave is taller than Megatron. That is quite the sight to see. I don't have the Voyager class version of G2 Megatron, which I am trying to get. Well, I'm not actively trying right now, but I have plans to get that. So here he is with Netflix Siege Megatron, who is yellowing quite a bit. Probably quite a lot. Let's transform G2 Megatron. So obviously got to take the gun off. You swivel the fusion cannon around just like the Siege toy, then you do that hinge swivel. I don't want you, I keep calling it a hinge. Then you turn the other forearm around so they look matching. Then you flip out this whole back section and you flip the arms forward. Pour it in the fusion cannon to the other arm. Then you tab in. You tab in these lower arms with these tabs right here into those tab holes. Then turn this little waist around. Then you unclip the leg from there and then you tab it in to the same tab, except you're like lowering it. Tab it in. And then see these hooks? Hook it in to the back leg. Oh, I guess the only legs on the the back legs. You're pretty much done, but there's one more step where you get the gun. And you just put it in. And these little fixing around. And now he's a jolly green tank with purple mud splashes all over. Alright, so here's the G2 Megatron with Netflix Megatron in tank mode. And they are pretty much one-to-one the same, sort of. Like, they just took the molding of the Siege one, or slash Earthrise one, and just shrunk it. But went with the Earthrise vehicle mode, not the Siege one. Oh, and the cool thing is, you can rotate the turret, just like the toy. Just like the Voyager class toy. So that's pretty neat. So that leaves us with our final figure of the video, which is just Core Class Optimus Prime, who first came out in Kingdom, and it's just a release, straight up, package refresh, is what they call it. So obviously it comes with this ion blaster, and that's pretty much it. That's all he comes with. Here he is with Earthrise Optimus Prime, one of the greats of 2020. Let's go over articulation so you can look left and right, and that's it. You can hinge these back just like on the Earthrise toy. Then of course all ball joints, so you could probably guess what they do by now based on the other two figures. And it's nice. For some, well, they're kind of loose when they're like in this position, but then when you turn them that way, they get all tight. The legs go that far forward, which isn't crazy. Go pretty far back because it goes into this little loop part, I guess. What it's called. The leg goes out that far. Definitely better than all Spider-Mans up to this point. And you've got more than 90 degrees at the knee instead of just 90. And then that's it. Transformation is basically like a downsized version of Earthrise Optimus. Like, of course it is. That's what the molding for this toy is based off of. So you do that, classic Optimus trope. and then you fold in this little cavity part thing, so it looks like he's got the front of the truck, so yes, he has faux parts, and I don't care. So you do the Optimus thing, make this L shape, then you move it to the back, and then he's got these little ports on his thighs, and portholes on the bottom of his forearms, and you just port them in there, and then you get the ion blaster. Put it in the trailer hitch. I'm surprised no one's made a third-party trailer for this guy. So yeah, he's a neat little truck. Here is Core Class Optimus with Earthrise Optimus / Kingdom. I guess they're both also / Kingdom. So here they are with Soundwave. And actually, funny story with Soundwave, I saw him in the Legacy box, and there's already people trying to steal the Laserbeak out of him, but to no avail because it was still in there. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Quick little site review, since they're tiny toys and there's not really that much nuance about them like with Blitzwing. Oh, and before I forget, you gotta like this video, subscribe, notifications on, and share this with your friends and family who you think might like Transformer reviews or action figure reviews, because sometimes I actually review other toy lines besides just Transformers. And also, if they want to watch and support somebody who has no following, no nothing whatsoever. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Goodbye.